the fine ladies out there shaking your ass. The only problem I got now is this empty glass. Drop it in, throw it down. Can I get me another round? I'm digging more. Digging more. Maybe I can stop now before it gets too late. A bartender gives me the nod. One more would be great. I'm not a fucking idiot. I'm going Uber, then I'll plan. Drinking Jaeger more. Jaeger more. I could be drinking whiskey. I could be drinking beer. If I could drink responsibly, why the hell would I be here? Drinking Jaeger more. Jaeger more. Jaeger more. Jaeger more.
Coffee. No Jaeger bomb, but coffee. Good evening, everyone. Hello, everybody over here in chat. It's another Thirsty Thursday. We made it. Let me see what we got here. There's Naz, Marilyn, Carrie Joe. That's right. Fist bumping. It is a rockin' tune. Hey, there's the Rockford. There's RC. Let's see. Linda, Lady Redskins, The Big Easy. Alan, Steve, 10 Adventures. Beep, beep. I would make coffee, but then I'd have to watch Coffee Pot again tomorrow. There you go. Oh, man. So how is everyone doing today? It has been a lazy day. I don't know, man. I didn't sleep very well last night for some odd reason, so I slept all day today. Just about all day. Oh, wait, don't start without me. All right, ma'am. We'll hold it for you. Yeah, I got up and went down and had my morning coffee. Was grumbling around. And, yeah, just not a good morning so far. Mr. Rockford, I'm sending you what Camel Dave would have gotten.
Yay!
Thank you, sir. Mr. Hall, never had a cup of coffee. Wow. Yes, I agree. 100%. 100%. Heavy news day over here where you live. Oh, really? Vicky! Rob Q rocks. But yeah, I just wasn't feeling it this morning. I was kind of laying around. I was on the couch watching TV. I nodded off. I woke back up. Mobang for your books. What's up, Tim? Raven. And I nodded off. I woke back up. So I put something on TV. Oh, Bumping Mics. On Netflix, put on Bumping Mics. Watched the first 10 minutes. And then I woke up to the last 5 minutes. Not of the show, of the entire series. It played through, and I went to sleep in the beginning. I woke up and they were told a couple jokes, and then it was done. The whole series was done. That was my day. That was pretty much my day. So then I fucking got something to eat, took a shower, didn't even shave. I'm all scruffy. And yeah, got on here. It was just one of those days. Strong Adventures, what's up, Billy? Have you seen Living Free Mikey's new video? He is acting crazy. I have not. I have not watched any YouTube today. Zip, nada, nothing. Haven't seen anything. Yeah, we all miss our swamp pugs, that's for sure. Oh, you too, Raven? I don't know. What's up, man? Boo. There's Blair. Nap is good. That was more like a mild coma. It wasn't even a nap. I mean, I was out for most of the day. I mean, I must have fell asleep at like 11 or something like that and didn't wake up until like 4:30. Yeah, I bet you are. You guys were really close. A couple of you guys, you were all in a little thing where you guys stayed in touch all the time. Kyle made dinner in the crock pot, but never hit the start button. Now it's microwave time. Don't you hate that shit? No, YouTube, gasp. Yeah, go figure. How can I live? How can I be complete without YouTube? Oh my God. Yeah, go figure, right? You're how cool. Me too, man. I was poof, done. Kathleen Klein, what's up? Now, is that when your face playing on the bed mid-daisy? Yes. Uncle Ted. Use your hand-hammered wok to cook it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, right. Devin the Dead Dogs watched Mikey's video. I was hoping he had calmed down a bit, but no. Still crazy. I'll have to check it out then. I'll catch up tomorrow, maybe. Yeah, you do withdrawals. Oh no, come on. Oh, just one more video. Am I having a stroke or is it blurry? I hope it's not blurry. Better not be blurry. Not that I want you to be having a stroke, but I don't think it's blurry. It better not be blurry. Chandra? No. Sanda. Shonda? Shonda. There you go. I put an R in there for some reason. Hello. The bamboo steamer and Ginzu knives, yeah. Putting food in the troughs. I mean on the table. Not blurry. Okay, good. Good here. Okay, good. YouTube was something I used to use. Yeah. Not blurry here. Check your settings. You may need to change the video quality. Yeah. Or go like this. Bang yourself. Maybe your eyes on. What is my all-time favorite album? Ooh. Hello, Renee. How are you doing there, dearie? Oh, man. That's right. That's right. 1080p is all you're going to get. 4K, yeah, too much. Oh, man. That is probably a good one. Them. All time. Slaving away, yeah. It is a hard question. Hang a car fob. Hold it to your chin, push the button. Oops. Yeah, for some reason I was putting an R in your name. Unfortunately, around the dog broke out in hives. What? Had to rush her to the vet. She got a shot and is all good now. Need help figuring out what tool that Ronna needs to buy me to bring a good dog dad. 2112 Rush. That's a good one. That's a good one. K-Tel Records. Let me think about this one. Oh, man. I can't think and read at the same time, damn it. There she is. Exploring Canada. Hello there, pretty lady. Rifling through. Scanning. Oh, man. All time favorite. Man. Let me go through the process here. I will say that Metallica Kill 'Em All is one of my favorites. I don't know if it's my all-time favorite. Let's see. 2112 is a good one. So is the King Diamond one. I mean, I played the shit out of that. I love King Diamond. Them. What else was there that I played a lot of? I did play the shit out of British Steel too. British Steel was one of those ones I played over and over and over again. Judas Priest. Man, that's a tough one. Jim Neighbors' greatest hits. Yeah, Lola, you're right. That's a hard, man. That's a hard question. That's like, which one is your favorite kid? You know, that is if you have more than one kid. But yeah, it's just so hard. It's especially when you're old too. You know, when you're younger. Ask me that when I'm 23, 24. I could probably rattle off after no time, but the vast majority of music, I mean, I even think of the Agonist. There's just so many. What was my first album? What's up, Daryl? What was my first album? I think, believe it or not, I know it might not have been my first, but it was it was one of my first. Was actually the soundtrack from Hair, but I'm not sure if that was my first one or not. What was my first album? Oh, no, I know what it was. My very first album that I bought. Close, Tina, close. That was, I think that might have been like my second or third. My first was Dressed to Kill. Yeah, I remember I bought with my first that my the first ones I remember buying because it was my money that I worked for, doing dumb shit, chores and stuff. I remember the first couple, but I bought the soundtrack from Hair. I bought Kiss Alive. I bought Frampton Comes Alive, and Dressed to Kill. I remember buying Dressed to Kill. Well, I screwed my first album. Best of Johnny Cash. Jesus Christ Superstar. Debbie Boone. Yeah, I enjoyed that. I watched the movie. See, I can't remember the years. I get all screwed up. But I remember that was one of the first ones. But I loved that, the soundtrack. It was fucking awesome. First time I bought my own money, it had to be Kiss album that had Beth on it. I don't remember which one that was. Elvis. First album with AC/DC, Dirty Deeds. Am I the only guy who didn't get why Motorhead is considered great? Yes, you are. Yeah, Lemmy was the shit, man. Yep, Lemmy was the shit. No sneezing. That's why I stole them from my sister. Yeah, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. In the year 2525. Oh, was Beth on Destroyer? Cool. CCR. Yeah, I was kind of trying to think too. I couldn't remember. I had that. I had the Robin Trower album. I had that shit too, man. That was killer. Because once I started buying albums, then that's when I went back and started buying all the old. So that's why I can't remember which one I got first. Because I have a lot of old albums, like the Led Zepp shit and the Hair and Robin Trower and all these other ones that I bought later, but they preceded the ones that, you know what I mean? As far as the time they're out and all that shit. Met Lemmy at the Rainbow Sunset Strip. Yeah. But yeah, it was all these old fucks know he brought Beatles album. You're all liars. I did buy I bought one Beatles album and I can't remember which one it was. I never really bought Beatles albums. Because they were always on the radio and everybody I was around always had one. I think I owned one Beatles album. I lost a lot of my Beatles albums I lost all my albums in Most of them in a flood, or the ones I did have were in a box in a basement and got ruined. They're all gone. Alice Cooper. Yeah, I had an Alice Cooper album also. Now, when it comes to cassette tapes, I had a bazillion of them. Not too many 8-tracks, but I had a lot of cassette tapes. Because we had the old, we had cassette players in our cars and shit back in the day. All the bosses around the office on the day we were playing CCR really loud. Exactly, two of the bosses came back. They just smiled. Yellow Submarine. Yeah, I don't know. I think I might have had the White albums. I know I had one. I can't even remember what it was. But yeah, I didn't listen to the Beatles that much. I liked the Beatles, but I didn't really listen to them that much. You have every Beatles album. Cool. Never bought vinyls. I was born into the cassette era. I think the first one of those I bought was Van Halen. Yeah, I did. I liked the vinyl, but yeah, most of them got ruined. And I hope I bought a shitload of cassette tapes. Renee, I had that. I remember I played that a lot too. Doom, 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 doom. In the God of the V. Yeah, because you just threw that on and smoke some weed and let that thing play for a half hour. Speaking of that, of course, Pink Floyd. Yeah, Pat Benatar. Yeah, I had Pat Benatar shit. Still have the Kiss albums, yeah. 6 years older than me. Taped all the albums in the cassette. Oh, that's cool. Change the show topic. One question, yeah. See what you did? Everything went to hell in a handbag. No, that's cool. I don't mind. Donny Osmond. There you go. Yeah, you can't steal your sister's shit. Yeah, I didn't have I was an only child, so I couldn't steal shit from nobody. Kiss board game. Oh, man. Yeah, Van Halen. See, I'm one of them guys. You still have Iron Butterfly Dam. Yeah, Dark Side of the Moon. I had the Wall, too. All in all, just another brick in the wall. Lioness, what's up? Yeah, the RC, the record thing. Still a Donnie fan. Yeah, that's right. Using the VCR tape, Kiss meets the fan of the park. What a crazy movie that was. Molly McGregor, what's up? Girl gotta eat. That's right. My homie Romy, what's up, girl? Yeah, I don't have one anymore. Damn, you still have 45 and 78s. I don't have nothing like that anymore. I still got cassettes that I probably want to get rid of. They're just taking up space. I don't play them anymore either. Journey video game. Let's see. Columbia House, yeah. Remember that dumb shit? Oh, no shit. You just played it. Oh, yeah, the box sets. Yeah, I still remember, like, oh, Kiss Alive. And then Kiss Alive 2's out. Woo! I remember doing that, getting all excited about the live albums. But I definitely remember Peter Frampton Comes Alive. Frampton Comes Alive. That was a... Because back in the day, that was the shit. If you were, into music and all that stuff, he had that weird thing, that talk box thing. Yeah, I remember that bullshit. I don't have VCR, DVD player, or CD players anymore. I still have a DVD player because actually I have a 3D TV and I have a couple, not very, I think 3 or 4 3D movies that I can watch. So I still have the DVD player. I haven't used it in a very long time now. And yes, not the silly little glasses either. It's actually, they're glass glasses. They look like regular glasses, and there's batteries in them that you have to turn them on and everything. It's actually pretty cool. I was surprised how well it worked. Yeah, I got everything digital too now. Pot Liquor Hound. Ted Nugent. Solo, yeah. I had a couple Nugent albums. Well, not albums, but cassettes. I used to play that in the fucking car. Never behold, I turned on me. It's a free for all. Yeah. Ted Nugent was the shit. I got me a rock and roll band. It's a free for all. DVD player just quit working. They died. I didn't replace them. Yeah, that's right. Yep, I agree. I guess. Hey, it's Whoa Nelly. What's up? How you doing? Yeah, that's right. I was the Little Feat drummer. I don't have a CD player, but still have. Sounds like, yeah, I got way too many of them damn. I have way too many cassette tapes. Giant JBLs. I had Sarin Vegas in the house for the longest time. Helga, what's up, girly girl? Yeah, I had big Sarin Vegas for the longest time, man. Them things were so nice. They sounded so good. Good old Steady Teddy. What are some of the things? Okay, we'll get into that. We can do that. Still have my old Nintendo. I probably still got something like that stupid old game system probably up in the attic somewhere in a box. Whether the squirrels ate it or not, I don't know. Uncle Ted comes in my neck of the woods every once in a while. All right. So. All right. I was watching some stuff and thinking of some things. And I came up with a little thing. I figured with this, since we're of the mature age, these are some things that everybody might not know what they are, because I don't know how regional they are, so to speak. But these are things that I thought of that we either had in our old house when I was growing up, or friends of mine. So these are things that I've actually seen and remember. Yeah. Exactly, Helga. See, I was trying to be nice. Like a fine wine. We're mature. We're not old, right? Shit. All right. Well, we don't need them. So, And I was just thinking, I was just thinking about old stuff and wondered if everybody or anybody knew what they were. And again, these might be regional, but these are actually things that I remember. So let's just play, have some fun. And we talked about these the other day. I'm sure a lot of you guys remember them. That one's boarded up, but it's still there. Yes, Marilyn, the old transom windows. Yep. They they let a lot of the light in, natural light, and yes, you could open them up and get some ventilation. So yeah, they were double use. Especially back in the old day, because you usually had some kind of entryway or foyer or whatever it was. Even if you were poor, you usually had a little area, even if it was just inside your door. But that would let some natural light in, so you didn't have to turn on the big light when you came in. You could actually get some decent light, and you could crack them open and get some ventilation. Yeah, we had those growing up. Had one in the front, at the front door, and one in the back door. And yeah, they were pretty cool. They worked too. We use those with the attic fan. Yep. Yeah, exactly. They were a good deal. Yeah, so you could feed your giraffe. He just stuck his head in. Now that's funny. Oh, really? They still have them in some of the old houses, I guess. Let's see, what else we got? Remember them? Had to go through one to get into the office once. Oh, really? The homes of Savannah have those windows. Yes, they do. You're right, Lola. That's right. Yep, the old phone, the old landlines. See, most people remember these, the old plugs in the wall, but I remember we had those guys. Yep, remember them old things, man? Crazy stuff. I remember them though. And then when we upgraded, yeah, we got those when we upgraded. It was crazy shit. Yep, and the old rotary phone. Remember it was a big deal? Was that fish stick? Remember it was a big deal when we finally got the push button phones? And you had that one in the kitchen, usually. At least that's where most of the one on the wall with the fucking 12-foot cord that when you were done walking around talking on the phone, you hung it back up and it went and turned into a big fucking knot that hung on the wall about 3 feet from the phone. But it was like a 12-foot long cord. You had to climb the pole. Oliver. Where are you, Oliver? Oliver. The Green Acres guy. Shh, you're not supposed to tell everybody. I did have a princess phone. Yep, exactly. It did it. You could walk through the entire fucking house. But again, when you went and hung it back up, it just went, and it was this big fucking knotted mess. And then you used to get screamed at. I know I did. It's Papa, Texas. Everyone had a princess phone. Yeah, pay phone. What the hell is that? A pay phone. Oh, shit. Yeah, right? Like, oh, shit. Yeah, now you get in a car accident. Before the cops get there, the insurance companies are already calling you. I heard you got in a car wreck. Why didn't you report it? Motherfucker, I'm still bleeding. Give me a chance. You know you have to report those. I will. Give me a time. I'm still stuck in the fucking car. Yeah, back then, man. You ran around looking for a phone. Help me, please. Somebody. Yeah. Jerry's Solo Adventures. What's going on? Howdy, howdy. We were just talking about these the other day. Remember these? Party line. Mayhem. Mayhem has a payphone. Where's that there? I have a payphone. I pay a shitload every month. Yeah, exactly. And yes, the old fuses, man. I remember them damn things. I have some laying around on a shelf down in the basement. I was like, oh man, some old shit. All right. There we go. Now I didn't have one of these, but one of my neighbors did. Yes, Vicky, you are correct. The old dumbwaiters. Yep. Man outside phone booth. Excuse me, you've been on the phone for 29 minutes and you haven't spoken a word, man. So I'm talking to my wife. That's it. Yes, it is a dumbwaiter. Correctamundo. Funny shit. Funny shit. But yeah, my one neighbor had one of those. All right. How about one of them? Until I actually saw one, I thought a dumbwaiter was just someone insulting the wait staff. Yes, yes, yes. Close, Carrie Joe. Yes, Blair is right. It is a boot scraper. Shoe cleaner, yep. It is a boot scraper. Wipe your feet, yep. Exactamundo. Yep, they were outside, and you just threw your hoof up there on the thing. They had all kinds. They had little dogs and ducks and just regular cast iron ones that didn't have any designs. But yeah, you'd put your hoof up on there and drag your boot across it, and yeah, a cat tooth breaker. But yeah, you scrape the mud and shit off the bottom of your shoe before you went in the house, so you didn't get thumped in the head by the wife or your mother, depending on your age. Could be used as a weapon, that's right. A seat for Billy to ride the duck. Oh, man. Yeah. See, back in the day, we had to take our shoes off. Yeah. See, back in the day when people actually worked. All right. How about one of them? So apparently, I guess some people still use some of these things I'm saying, but so far, these are all things that, well, all except for the transom window, I still got them, but evidence locker. Yeah, the good old laundry chute. They stopped putting these in houses, and actually, while I was doing this and finding the pics and stuff, a lot of people are getting them either retrofitted or when they're building new houses, they're getting them put back in again. I put the cat down that a few times. This as long as you didn't throw the trash down there. Is this the trash chute? Poof. Oh, Carrie Joe got one. There's Beanie. What up, Beanie? Yep. Oh, what's mistaken for a urinal? We run to the basement. Yep. No basements, so no laundry chute. Yeah. Yours doesn't work good. It just dumps it out in the yard. But yeah, it was always a good thing because, you know, instead of carrying the fucking baskets from the second floor down to the basement, or even, because I know a lot of people, they used to, not a lot of people, but there's a few people that I knew that they would actually get a plumber to come in and put hookups, and they would put their washer and dryer on the second floor so they didn't have to carry their laundry downstairs to the basement and shit. But yeah, the good old laundry chute. My mom kept wondering why my brother kept putting his comic books down in the laundry room. She had no clue. I kept dropping them down the laundry chute to irritate him. All right. Now this one you have to, and it's probably going to be weird, but yeah, it's a toilet, but these were called a certain thing. And actually I had this in my basement. These actually have a name where you have just a toilet just sitting there. It's not in a room. There's no walls around it. It's there, and it's there just because. But I'll explain later. I don't know if anybody else knows what they were called. This might be a regional thing. Ed Bundy's throne. The crapper, yeah. What's up, B? You got a shower like that with no walls. All right. These were actually they were called the Pittsburgh Potty. Now, a lot of the houses, they had, it was mainly for mother-in-law John. There you go. It was mainly for, around here, there was a lot of steel workers, people that worked in the coal industry and other shit like that, even farmers and stuff. So when you came home from work, you went into the basement, and that's where you went in. You went in and you got undressed. You went to the bathroom down there. You washed up. There was a fucking, like a slop sink and all that good shit. And you cleaned yourself up and and did everything before you went upstairs into the main house. Because your dirty, nasty ass was full of all kinds of stuff, and the old lady didn't even want you up there. I've seen them like that in some old basements in Baltimore, no walls around, just in the basement. Yep, exactly. Like a mudroom. Yeah, kind of like a mudroom. Yeah. But, yeah. They're actually called Pittsburgh potties. But I remember because I asked the old man, we had one in our basement. I was like, why? Yep, yeah, yep. They had the slop sinks, just a shower head. There was a pipe that went out connected from the main, and it just went, and there was just a shower head. Yeah, right near the drain in the floor and all. Yeah, we had one just like that. And because we lived in, steel country and coal country and everything else, so yeah, you did all that good shit before you got up into the house. Get it cleaned up before you come upstairs. Always talking shit. That's right. All right. We had one of these too. I know coal miners' wives that take their clothes to the laundromat to keep the oils and dust out of the coal. Yeah. Yeah, it was a big thing when I worked at the foundry too. Yep. Papa Texas, Vicky, yep. Charles, yeah, you guys got it. That is what it is. The phone nook. Yeah. Had to have a place to put that phone. That's what it was, a little phone nook. Drinking fountain. But yeah, that was a normal thing too. To have that little area, the little area for your phone. You had its own little special place. Papa Tex has his grandfather's telephone chair. Oh, cool. Yeah, we had one of those. I remember that shit. Okay. Here's a real old one. We didn't have one, but a bunch of the neighbors did. This is the outside of the house, by the way. Do you remember when they had a chair with a little side table attached to the... Yep. I sure do, Marilyn. Actually, Papa got it right. Munchkin entrance. Yes, it is for ice. It's the ice door. Because a lot of the old homes around here still, well, I live in an old home too, but we don't have an ice door. But the house I grew up in, we didn't have an ice door, but a couple of houses around did. They had the ice door. And actually, not too far, actually down on 7th Street, was when I was young, we still had the ice house where you could go down to there, and you used to get big bags of ice, but they still sold the big blocks of ice. You could even get dry ice and shit. But yeah, so the ice house was still around for a long time after they stopped using the ice box when you actually had a refrigerator. I remember too, down in the basement in the Pittsburgh potty, we had one of the old refrigerators, the old, rounded little ones with the big fucking freezer door on the top. And yeah, I remember that shit. No, it led close to where the ice box into the whatever room, like the kitchen area. It led right to where you would slide it out. They would deliver it, and you would slide it out of the thing. Had the big ice tongs, and you would actually put it into the ice box with the food. But yeah, it didn't go directly into the ice box, but real close. Thought the ice house was a beer joint. Yeah. You have your grandfather's ice tongs. Damn, you got a lot of cool shit. Huh. Yeah, those ice tongs were pretty cool. But yeah, I remember the ice house down there. It was pretty cool. But yeah, we didn't have an ice store. No, close. It wasn't for the milkman. Not that door anyway. There were some of those, but yeah, I remember the spring houses. The one farm I used to go to, I used to clean out stalls, shovel shit on the manure spreader and stuff, dump it in from the wheelbarrow into the manure spreader. They had a spring house, but yeah, oh man, you used to get down there and ladle water out of the spring. There was always little crayfish down in there and shit. But yeah, we had some of these in 1, 2, 3 rooms of the house. We had those in the floor. They're in the floor. Table holder? No, not table holder. Electric plug? No. Vacuum port? No. European plug? No. I mean, there's something similar on the floor. Floor drain? No. I don't know why we had them. That's where my mom made me stand when I was bad. You stand there. That's a good one, Jerry. It's a peephole for the Pittsburgh potty. Oh shit. That's funny. Actually, they were buttons, servant buttons. If you were in the dining room and you were eating, it was usually by Dad, the head of the table. It was usually by his foot, and he would step. There's usually a carpet, a throw rug over it. But yeah, I remember because he had some awesome, really nice hardwood floors, and but yeah, you would step on the little button, and then they would come in and either bring the next course or come in and you say, we bring us coffee or whatever. But that's what it was for. It was a call button to the servants. And when you stepped on it, they would ring a little bell, and there'd be places, it would be like, say like the 3 bells, because it was in 3 rooms. There'd be 3 bells, and it would say, dining room, parlor, or living room, So the little bell would dingle, and they would see where you were calling from and then go. You need one of them, ma'am. My dad got rid of the servant via divorce. Thousands of those cover plug outlets until you need it. Yeah. We didn't have any outlets in the floor. I know some places did. Yeah, we didn't have any servants either. That's like, I don't know why we had them, but yeah. My little bell dingle quite often. So it's like my son in bed calls me while I'm mowing because he needs something. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I was going to say, we didn't have, we never had servant, but in the house, apparently at one time, but yeah, we had those in 3 of the rooms. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you all know what those are, right? I'm sure you do. Yeah, Shadow Wolf. We didn't have any servants. That was my job. Exactly. Yeah, apparently, Maryland, it might have been fancy back in the day. Yeah, the milk box. The good old milk box. Yep. We had one of those for many a year. You'd put the old empty bottles out there. The milkman would come and take the empty ones and drop you that many full ones. Yeah, the big glass jugs. Yep. And then at the end of the week, on Friday, he would put the bill in the box, and then on Monday, you would pay, and he would collect. Yeah, the good old milk boxes. I remember them. You're late. You hate when that happens. Oops. Yeah. Yeah, he used to bring some stuff, milk, butter. Ours didn't bring eggs. I was right till I went to barbecue. Yeah, I guess I had to scrape Line Screw's name off it and give you one. I never knew my milkman till my son's father's school dance. Thought I was big stuff getting in. Yeah, right? Doctor's house has used those for lab sample pickups. Oh, really? Gary Joe's dad was a milkman. Cool. I think the last day home was back in the day. Enjoyed all the guys making deliveries. Yeah, right? Vicky's dad, too. So who do you live with? Your dad or your father? Sorry, had to, ladies. Milkman, and we had the Charlie Chip man too. They would come around, deliver the Charlie Chips. All right. Now, to clarify, this is a medicine cabinet, and it's the little slit there. Remember, did any of you guys have those in your house? Why did the mailman wear white so it didn't show all the semen stains? Charlie Chips. Yeah, it was the Charlie Chip man. They brought big tins of chips and pretzels in a big old tin. Yes. Papa, Texas, Maryland. Charles, yes. Beanie, Mayhem, Felicity. Yeah. That's exactly it. Isn't that crazy how we used to do that? And then, because we had in 72 here, in the year 1972, yeah, we had a flood, Hurricane Agnes, and so after the flood, when you redid your house, you opened up the walls, and there was just a big pile of rusted razor blades because you just shoved your old razor blades in that slot. And all it did was fall into the wall. It didn't go anywhere. It didn't go to like the trash. It went inside the wall, and that's where it lived until it turned to a pile of rust and died. But yeah, you could open up these old houses, man. You open up the walls, and you just see big piles of rusted fucking razor blades. I thought that was pretty cool, though. But yeah, back in the day, the old, you twist the thing and put the razor blade in. Yeah, man. Crazy stuff. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Marilyn. I have a can of Charlie Chips right here with fresh chips in it. Oh, yeah? Yep. I haven't had them in years, but man. Have fun crawling under the floor, yeah. Yep, yeah. Yep, all those little in the wall cabinet, medicine cabinets. Yep, it just dropped right into the wall, man. I would be hoping to find old coins in there. The couple cabinets I had didn't have those slits. Yeah, they were old time stuff, but yeah, it was pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now this one's going to be easy because a bunch of you guys said it already, but yeah, we had one of these for sure. I did have one of these in my house. Yes. You are correct. You are all correct. My job was to shovel out the ashes and take the ash buckets out on trash day. And the old man, he would shovel the coal from the coal bin into the furnace, but I had to clean up the ashes, fill buckets with the ashes, and take care of the ashes out. And yeah, that coal chute, it led right into the front room in the basement, which was the coal room. And that guy would, the old dude, oh man, he was a trip too. But yeah, he would come and he would back his truck right up on the grass, put a big old chute in that window, and just dump coal in. Yep. I remember it well. And we had that coal furnace until after 72, because in 1972 when the flood came, that's when we got the new furnace, and I was the hey, there's Peach. The flood sucked, but I was so happy I didn't have to fucking deal with that coal shit anymore. We got an actual furnace. It's an old tradition. If someone passes away in the house they've lived in all of their lives, or most of their lives, they will leave their person's shoes in the wall or an item of theirs. Oh yeah? That's very interesting. I think it's funny that we used to have so much delivered. Then we went to stores. Now we are back to having things, yes, delivered again. Yeah, you're right. It is kind of wild, isn't it? Yeah, Dan, exactly. Because you're right. All that shit was nasty, man. Damn it. I don't remember what the furnace was. I really don't. I just remember it was a big old black cast iron thing. And the old man would open the door and just shovel the coal in. I mean, the house was warm as shit, for sure. Even with the transom door, transom windows and everything. And I still have the same type of the old wooden sash windows with the metal weights on the ropes inside the things and shit. Yeah. But yeah, the Pittsburgh potties, it was a good idea, because I mean, even when I worked in the foundry, I would come home and I would be green, because with all the metal shavings and the dirt and dust and metal dust that would get all over you, and then you'd sweat, and the salt in your sweat would turn the metal green. And man, you get in the shower and stuff, and my first wife, she hated it, because like someone was saying, she started going to the laundromat, taking my clothes to the laundromat, because it fucking gunked up the washing machine and it fucked everything all up. So yeah, she refused to do my clothes anymore in the washing machine. But yeah, it was bad. Some of that shit was nasty stuff, man. I mean, they figure you wear respirators and gloves, and I was wrapped in asbestos and shit, and I had leggings and everything else, all kinds of shit on. And then you come home with all that stuff all over your clothes, and yeah, it was the Harrisburg potty. It was the same thing. It was just called the Pittsburgh potty. I don't know why, but I guess because it was the steel country. But yeah, that's exactly what ours was in my basement when I was growing up. Well, we have Steelton, which is right down. It's not a steel plant. Well, the steel plant's still there, but it's barely runs. It was a bucket. That's right. Texas pie looks like the woods. But yeah. And my grandfather, he worked on the railroad, which wasn't too much better with all the dust and the diesel smell and all that shit. So yeah, he would come in and he would go down in the basement and clean up and throw his clothes down there. He had a special space so his clothes wouldn't get mixed up with ours. And he would usually do his shit shower shave down in the basement and then come upstairs. That's it. San Francisco Street. Dan said the transom windows were a very good thing, along with the through the wall vents allowed the heat to circulate through the house. Yes, correctamundo. Alabama body has a quarter moon on the door. And it's usually called an outhouse, right? Oh, shit. How about these things? We had some of these in the house, too. Yeah, man, the old push button light switch. You remember them things? I remember when the damn button would get stuck and then it was either stuck on or off. You had to take the plate off and bang on shit. I remember them damn things. They were a pain in the ass. Damn it. I hated them things. Now that's what I would like to use to call the servants. Damn it. I'm still in the yard behind the old homestead house where the old crapper was. No shit, you still have some that work. You shut your mouth. Textile mills in our town had a laundry service which picked up our dirty clothes and washed them. Yeah, what company was it that I worked for? I forget. I worked at a place that they had a laundry service like that we would go home and we'd have a bundle of 5. We'd get a bundle of 5 uniforms and then we'd toss them out on the porch. The service would come and pick them up and leave 5 more. The airport. When I worked at the airport, that's what it was. Yeah, when I worked at the airport with our uniforms, they would they paid for a laundry service to come to the house and pick up the stuff. I had 5 uniforms, and then all the dirty ones, I had a little bag, and I'd throw them on the porch, and they would come and take them and leave me 5 clean ones. Yeah, I remember that shit. All right, where am I at now? Oh, okay. What they are? What them are for? Let's see. On the stairs upstairs and one downstairs. I'm keeping things for hell of it. That's cool, Shadow Wolf. Think they're for shutters. Don't know. Shutter holder. Gate latch. Arrow silks. Tie the youngins for beating them. Yes. Steel 10 Adventures. That is exactly what they are. They don't use them anymore, I don't believe. But they used to be, yeah, to keep the walls from bowing out in the old buildings. They would put those. There are all kinds of different ones. They weren't the only kind. They had fancy ones and ones like that, or just round ones. But yeah, they're connected to rods, and they would run through and actually hold the house up. Yeah, keep the old brick and stone masonry and stuff from bowing out and bulging out over the time. They put them things in, drill through in a couple different spots, and then put decorative little doodads on the outside, but run these fucking steel rods and shit and cables or whatever through the house to the other side and just hold it all together. Need a few thousand of those. Learn something new every time you come here. But I remember them. I remember them things in a couple of houses downtown. And then they got really bad and they eventually tore the houses down. But yeah, in the meantime, they lasted a couple more years. Interesting stuff. Yeah, backyard's clothesline. Yeah, well, we definitely had those clothes props. The old clothes props. I remember them things. Should have got a picture of those. I knew one person that had one of these. You actually find them a lot now, but they're in RVs. I couldn't find a picture of a real one. I just found this one. It was it's like an ad, but it is a what is it called? The Solier bed. Yeah, it's like a trundle bed, but doesn't fold out of the wall, or a Murphy bed. Yeah, it comes down from the ceiling to save space in small rooms. Yeah, the bed would go up and tuck up in the ceiling. But yeah, I remember the one house, they had a really small, the one room was real small. I remember it was a bedroom, and I was like, a bedroom? There's no bed in here. And it up there, and it would come down. It was pretty cool. And again, like I said, now they have them in, some RVs have them things, I see, when I was looking around along the way. This is really fun, seeing things I remember hearing about. Yeah, I kind of got in one of those moods yesterday. How did they get the bed down? There was like a crank thing that you crank it up and down with. And it would just lower down, and then you cranked it back up, but it went up into the ceiling. It was pretty cool, actually. When you think about back when it was, way back, probably like in the 60s and stuff, I think it was 50s and 60s. But yeah, I never had one, but I do remember, like I said, I saw one. It was a cable. The one that I saw, they were cables. And when you were, yeah, I seen a couple, I forget what brand it was. They don't make good stuff like that anymore. Yeah. It might have been a Tiffin, I think, the one I was looking at. It had one it was in the back, it was very back of the rig, and the bed was up at the top, and then it would drop down. You pushed the button and it came down. But the old ones, they came down, and on cables you could unhook it once it was down. You could unhook it and get the cables up out of the way. It was pretty cool though, for being back in the day. Oh, okay. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say the wrong thing for this one, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because I remember I remember having one of these. Crown molding. No. No, it's not chair rail. It is up high. Yeah, this one's hard because I couldn't find a good picture that didn't give it away. There's different kinds. Some of them were they just basically look like a curtain rod. But what it was is, looks like, like I said, it was a bad picture, and I knew it was going to be a rough, but it's basically it's a picture rail. You would hook your pictures to the rail. That way you didn't pound holes in the wall, because most of the time it was some kind of masonry, or you had the old plaster and lath board and shit, and it was that's right, Beanie. So and that's why, a lot of people say, like nowadays, if you have a picture hanging kit, you get a little, you get the picture wire and a little hook, and you pound the hook into the wall, and you take the picture wire and you hang, just on the back, just a little bit behind the frame. But actually, picture wire you got a lot of it because you would hang your pictures from that rail. You put the hook up and then the wire down to the picture frames. You can see my finger. And then the pictures would hang from that. So it was a, like I said, you had that molding that looked like that, and then the hook would go over that round part of the molding, and then other ones were just a rail that went along so many inches from the ceiling that ran around the house, and it was kind of looked basically like a curtain rod almost. But that's how you hung your pictures. You didn't pound holes in the wall. You hung your pictures from that. Never seen that before. Cool. Yeah, it was a good deal, like I said, back then. That's why people hang their pictures too high on the wall today. Probably. Probably. But like I said, people, now they use, picture, wire. But that's what picture wire was intended for originally, to hang the pictures like that. So you need a long bits of wire instead of just one, that went like that behind your picture frame. Then you put the little hook in the wall and then you hung it up. That's. But again, back in the day too, like I said, you either had the good ideas in the past, exactly. But you had either the old plaster and lath, like I have here. So if you pounded a nail or something in the wall, the lath boards, they flex, so you really can't. Once you get into the plaster, once you start hitting those damn lath boards, they flex and shit, and then the plaster inside, you hear it going falling down through the wall. Or you were trying to hang something on a masonry wall, if it was an exterior wall. So instead of having to fucking drill holes in your masonry or your block or your brick or whatever it was, you just hung it from your picture rail. Living in earthquake country, that looks terrifying. Yeah, I bet it would. I bet it would. Well, that's pretty much all the little thing. Well, things like, we were talking about all the knob and tube, shit like that. The tube that runs through the joists and the knob that the old wire runs through. We were talking about the old doorknobs. We have a couple of those in the house. We still have them. took most of them out. I still have them. They're in the basement. But yeah, the old glass doorknobs. I really like the idea. I don't think I've seen one of those before. Definitely saves holes in the wall. Yeah. Some of the houses, the windows have the wait. Yes, I have those. I have the weights. Yep, the top and the bottom windows that come down. But yeah, the window weights, and there's little pulleys you can see in the sides of the window frames, and then the rope wraps around and goes into the door, into the window. Yeah, but there's big fucking big weights inside. Yep, we have those here. Actually, they do, because I was just going to talk about that. Yeah, they are fire hazards for sure. Yeah, those old doorknobs are cool. Static camper van. What's going on? Hello, hello, hello. Bunch of old farts. We're talking about old stuff. Yep. Yeah, they are pretty cool, but man, they weigh, and then the old brass, when it gets soft, that set screw that keeps it in, they strip out, and then the fucking doorknob gets all goofy, and yeah, they were a pain in the ass. There's still one back in the front room. It's a pain in the ass though. So yeah, I replaced most of them. I kept the doorknobs, but yeah, don't use them. As a kid, I put it out the door, and it was a dime. Pretended it was a diamond. Doing like 35 years, and I also worked as a detective with Chicago. Yeah, I knew that part. I see knob and tube every so often. No grounding, just hot, and neutral wires not good. I know, it's crazy. What I like about the picture rail is you can move the pictures until you get, yes, yeah. Lived in Plymouth, Mass for a while. Lots of old antique homes still have that stuff. Yeah. I'm old. Well, you're in the right place. But yeah, I was going to say a couple, well, yeah, there was a bunch of houses around, especially the bigger houses in my neighborhood. The old houses had stair cases that were from upstairs to the basement, to the kitchen. And that's exactly what they were for. It was because the servants used them. You didn't want to see them roaming around through the house, so they always used the servants' staircase when they came down and reported for duty. So yeah, it was a lot of the houses in my neighborhood. We didn't have that, but our staircase actually was in kind of the middle of the house. So when you came down the steps at the landing, you could either go into the kitchen or into the living space. And so I guess it was kind of like that. Let's see, what's Beanie saying? Did you sew the witch's stairs so that witches That's right. Yeah, Static's here. Huh, Lola? Cool, huh? But yeah, that's it was very cool to have all that old stuff. And that was because, we had things like parlors, and they were there because when you had company, they didn't go roaming through your house. They went right to the parlor. You went in there, they went into the parlor, and that was as far as they went. Normally they went from there, and then usually from the parlor you could go to the dining room, But then you had your own living room, and the guests never saw your kitchen and all that other shit. It was just wild the way the houses were built back then. Pretty interesting stuff though. But yeah, so that's what I put together for us for tonight. Nice little remember when stuff. Could slide down, but had to stop before the bottom. Oh yeah. You know what, Beanie? Them old houses were so nice. I mean, I worked into some, and especially some of they're either doctor's offices or lawyers' offices or accounting firms or whatever downtown. The old houses and old mansions and stuff. I showed Lola a couple of them. Later, Carrie Joe. And well, thanks, Beanie. But yeah, they had really nice woodwork. I mean, the moldings and the trims and the fireplaces and the mantles and all the stuff that, I mean, it was awesome. It was awesome. That's why I like, when Pippa, especially, when she shows stuff around, I dig that old world stuff, that old stuff when people actually cared and made shit look nice and made stuff functional. Not just, because, I mean, now everybody wants open concepts and this and that, but back then, your houses were built, hey, boo. That was, your house was built for privacy. It wasn't built for, open and airiness. You didn't walk in the front door and look through the whole house and see, all the rooms and the kitchen and everything. It was all made for privacy. So you had those things like the parlor. Like I said, you'd come into the foyer, and that's where you hung your coat and put your umbrellas and shit like that. And then you went to, into the parlor, and that's where you gathered and met. And then if you were dining there, you would go from the parlor over your connecting room, but it wasn't one big open thing. And then you didn't go tromping through the house upstairs to go to a bathroom or anywhere. You had what people call a mud room now, but yeah, it was just a little room with a toilet and a sink, a washroom. But yeah, people didn't go running all through your house and doing all kinds of shit and hanging out, and people didn't hang out and gather in the kitchen and all that. And so even when us poor old folks, yeah, thoughtful touches. So even when us poor old folks moved into some of these houses later on, it was like, what are all these things for? And you had the old timers that told you what that stuff was for. So it was interesting. I found it interesting. And now that things are a little different, and we don't use a lot of the things, and you don't see a lot of the things anymore, I found it quite interesting to dig up a few, and thought it'd be fun for us to talk about and do a little I remember when stuff. Because that's always fun, isn't it? And almost forgot. Before I get carried away, thank you to the ones who help out the channel. I got to play that again. Sorry, I was trying to do something and I lost it. So bear with. There we go. There, I was trying to adjust that volume, and the blind guy couldn't find his cursor to click on the right thing to get that turned down some. So I played it again. Sorry about that. Shit happens. Shit happens. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Alrighty. Well, that was fun. I enjoyed that. Can't get enough of that funky stuff. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. I had fun with it. I think what I'm gonna do is bid everyone adieu that wants to head out now, because I know a lot of people don't enjoy it, but I'm going to grab the guitar and play for just a little bit, not long, make some noise before I get out of here. Oh, but before I do, I want to show the latest. I posted these on Instagram, but for you who haven't seen them, this show you what I've been doing lately. There's, get the glare off. There's one that I did. A little bit different, a little bit. I thought that was fun. I had some fun with that one. And one more. Oh. Let's see if I can get this one. Get the glare. There we go. Get the glare off of that one. Yeah. Another city one. I did something similar, but this one's a little bit different. But yeah. I've been having some fun doing some art stuff. So, there, just thought I'd share that with you guys. Looks like a little bit, huh? Well, thank you. Alrighty, folks. Thanks for hanging out with me again on another Thursday. I really do appreciate it. I hope to see you guys next week right here. Same time, same place. Who knows what we'll talk about next? But hey, we always have fun. You guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out with me. And remember, hey, you never have to agree with me. That's not the point here. But may all your babies be born toothless and naked. Don't let your meatloaf. Blind viewers are awesome, and I should know because I'm BlindViews.
I'm BlindViews, and that is the way I see it.
Let me vent for a second. Unabassist is in the house. As King scores them beats. Yo yo. Hey shouty, it's your live stream. We gon' party cause it's your live stream. I try not to live too much in the future, you know? Need I say more? I got my mind on my YouTube on my mind. Every day I'm buffering.
Every day I'm buffering.
My blind views. BlindViews says it's an iced coffee straight from the McDonald's. Who let the trolls out? Ooh, 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 ooh. Who let the trolls out? Ooh, 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 ooh. I know you smelling that hair, girl. I see you. Trying to catch me vlogging dirty. Try to catch me vlogging dirty. Trying to catch me vlogging dirty. Try to catch me vlogging dirty. Vlogging dirty.
What we do here is go back, right?